saw something today interesting that made me realize how on life support the conscience of the human race is this morning. I woke up to a media frenzy on my phone around the breaking news of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift seem holding hands for the very first time. All the while, not too far away, in real time, the slaughter of innocent men, women, and children of a brutal war rages on. Then to see photos of worldwide protests in support of that slaughter was a severe juxtaposition for me. Has civilization become the walking dead? Then on top of all that, I attended a concert where everyone was celebrating good times. I turn on the TV and everyone is celebrating the football game with endless NFL panels of experts gushing about the pros and cons of winning a football game. In the end, I realized it really doesn't matter how brutal and barbaric we are to each other as long as we have celebrity fixes and football stars making touchdowns or politicians making promises. I guess until that fateful day, that day that they'll come for us, when we no longer care if celebrities are holding hands and who's winning football games or even who gets elected. It won't matter. We just woke up to a nightmare. No, you haven't entered the Twilight Zone. We just entered a new world order. Bread and circuses. Give them football games. Give them Taylor Swift. Don't look over here where there is a massacre going on. Don't look in your own backyard where there are now tens of thousands, actually millions of people now homeless. Don't look here. Only look over there. Because over there is what really counts. That's real life. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's the real life. But over here, where you've got a drug-addicted Vietnam vet who's fighting for his life, that's not real. I mean, that's really not real life. Real life is the fact that the Jets beat the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday. That's real. Bread and circuses. Give the people what they want, and they'll shut up. Give the people what they desire. A little glitz, a little glam. There is a certain level of truth to that. If you look back at the ancient Roman times, what do they give them? Colosseum. What do we give them? NFL football. Taylor Swift. This is probably the weakest this country has ever been. You could make an argument that we're war weary while China is war ready. If we fall, the planet falls. There is no savior. No one's coming to save us. We've come and saved hundreds of millions of people many times over. No one is coming to save us. There'll be no saving of us. America's on the right side of this. Our allies, for the most part, are on the right side of this. And when I say this, I mean everything, not necessarily the war in Gaza. But when you're on the right side of it, and you know that, for example, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, what did we do? We killed 500,000 people. Why do we get a pseudo pass for that? Because they were the aggressor, and without doing that, we would have lost maybe 1 million American soldiers, minimum. So we made a decision. There are winners and there are losers in conflict. It's been that way since the beginning of time. So let's not just assume that there's not a winner and a loser. And then when there's a loser, there's mass. In some cases, there can be mass casualties.